Welcome back to Tales from the Vale, where legends breathe and shadows speak. Tonight, we journey to the land of ice and fire, to the age of Vikings, and tell the story of Bjorn the Unbroken and the witch who cursed his very soul. Bjorn was a warrior unlike any other. His strength was the stuff of sagas, his courage a beacon in the fury of battle. But his greatest pride was his sword, a blade of dark, rippling steel named Soul Taker. It was said that no man could stand against Bjorn when Soul Taker was in his hand. Yet, this bond between man and steel would become his eternal prison. During a raid on a misty, forgotten shore, Bjorn's warband came upon a secluded village. There lived a seeress, a witch of immense power named Freydis. She warned the Vikings to leave, her eyes burning with ancient knowledge. Bjorn, arrogant in his might, laughed and struck her down. As she lay dying, with her last breath, she uttered a curse. She bound his soul not to the halls of Valhalla, but to the cold, unfeeling steel of his beloved sword. At first, nothing changed. Bjorn continued his raids, his victories mounting. But a strange coldness began to seep into his heart. Joy became a distant memory. Camaraderie felt hollow, and the thrill of battle faded into a grim routine. He was a ghost in his own life, his spirit trapped within the very weapon that had defined him. Years passed. Bjorn grew old, his legendary strength failing him. But Soul Taker remained pristine, untouched by time. On his deathbed, surrounded by his kin, Bjorn felt no peace, no release. As his body grew cold, his consciousness, his very essence, flowed into the sword. He was now Soul Taker, a sentient weapon, aware but unable to speak, move, or feel. The sword was passed down through generations. Bjorn's son, his grandson, and his great-grandson all wielded him in battle. He felt the clash of steel, the heat of the forge, the cold of the scabbard. He was a silent observer, a prisoner in a cage of his own making, forever bound to the legacy of violence he had created. His curse was not to die, but to live on, eternally, as the instrument of death he once so proudly wielded. Thank you for joining us on this journey into the shadows. If you enjoyed this tale, remember to like, subscribe, and ring that bell for more tales from the Vale. Until next time, be careful what you wish for.